Fine, you don't need fancy shoes to make it beautiful. That is directly for me, okay? I'm not complimenting her, I'm complimenting me right now. Alright? I don't need fancy shoes, okay? To make me beautiful. That's what I mean by you, and I mean everyone. But I hope my character means that too, because I don't really plan on hitting on her right now.
Thank you.
Oh, god damn it. Hello guys, and welcome back to some more Dragon Age Origins. I think we're gonna fight a bear or something. It seems that way to me, at least. So, see, we can't fight a bear. As weird as it sounds. Oh, over here. Alright, I see. And how are we supposed to defeat, like, freaking bears? Lightning. Haven't tried that yet. You also leveled up. Nice, dude. Come on, warrior dude, you got this. Use the best friendo power. I guess you don't need to use the best friendo power. Give me more elf root. Thank you very much. Alright, let's see what you got here. You have... Oh, you have the Templar skill. That's right. Alright, so let's see. What do you need? You need more health. I'm just gonna say that right now. You need more health. That's the main thing you need. Drawing them away from other allies. Or you don't need dual weaponry. All you need to do is just kind of become stronger with your like sword and shield. I trust in you being able to use your powers, right? I hope. We are back to trying to use this stuff. Okay, where's the board? Ah, over here it is. Yes, yes. Let's talk to you.
Let him take notice and shine upon thee, for thou hast done his work this day. And the stars stood still, the winds did quiet, and all animals of earth and air held their breath. All was silent in prayer and thanks.
Well, no, thank you for giving me gold coins. I like that. And no quests available. Well, what about the journal? What does that have to say? We have the blight now, and we have this one. I don't think there's anything I can really do anymore in Lothering. So let's just go around and actually continue on our journey. I just hope we won't keep getting attacked by enemies all the time. That would suck.
Yes.
Oh yeah, it's this guy. I forgot to take all this stuff. Darkspawn War Axe, I'll just take that as well. Now let me just go do a little save here before I go forward. Gather your party in default. Yes. Let's do it, party. Woo! Maybe I shouldn't be wooing that. Maybe I should just stop wooing in general.
Bad dreams, huh?
It seems so real, though.
Well, it is real, sort of. You see, part of being a Grey Warden is being able to hear the Darkspawn. That's what your dream was, hearing them. The Archdemon, it talks to the Horde, and we feel it just as they do. That's why we know this is really a blight.
The Archdemon, is that the dragon?
I don't know if it's really a dragon, but it sure looks like one. But yes, that's the Archdemon. It takes a bit, but eventually you can block the dreams out. Some of the older Grey Wardens say they can understand the Archdemon a bit, but I sure can't. Anyhow, when I heard you thrashing around, I thought I should tell you. It was scary at first for me, too.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
That's what I'm here for. To deliver unpleasant news and witty one-liners. Anyhow, you're up now, right? Let's pull up camp and get a move on.
All your party's injuries are healed when you return to the camp. Each party member can be found somewhere in the camp, making it an ideal location to hand out new equipment, give gifts, or talk. Ah, okay, I see. That's cool. I like that feature. It's nice. Well, first, let's talk to Liliana.
Something you need?
I'd like to ask you something. I think you should go.
Yes? What's on your mind?
This vision of yours.
I knew this would come up sooner or later. I don't know how to explain, but I had a dream. In it, there was an impenetrable darkness. It was so dense, so real. And there was a noise, a terrible, ungodly noise. I stood on a peak and watched as the darkness consumed everything. And when the storm swallowed the last of the sun's light, I fell, and the darkness drew me in.
You dreamed of the blight?
I suppose I did. That was what the darkness was, no? When I woke, I went to the Chantry's gardens, as I always do. But that day, the rose bush in the corner had flowered. Everyone knew that bush was dead. It was grey and twisted and gnarled, the ugliest thing you ever saw. But there it was, a single beautiful rose. It was as though the Maker stretched out his hand to say, even in the midst of this darkness, there is hope and beauty. Have faith.
Did you hear voices? And this made you want to help me, huh?
In my dream, I fell. Or maybe I jumped. I'd do anything to stop the blight. I know that we can do it. There are so many good things in the Maker's world. How can I sit by while the blight devours everything?
I suppose I couldn't sit by either.
That is why you're a Grey Warden. Come, there's a blight to stop.
Very nice. Good to talk to you
Yes?
again, though.
Something you need?
There's more I can talk to you about.
Yes? What's on your mind?
Do you miss anything about Orly?
I miss Val Royeaux. Unlike other cities where the people are the lifeblood and the character, Val Royeaux was her own person, and her people little more than decorations. There was always music in Val Royeaux, streaming from the many windows, quiet refrains and triumphant choruses, and always, floating above that all, the chant, coming from the Grand Cathedral. It was magnificent.
I mean, it sounds wonderful.
Oh, it would take me a day or two to talk about the many splendors of Orlais, her golden fields, her lush meadows. Of course, there are good things and bad things about Orlais, like anywhere else. Sometimes I miss it dearly, and sometimes I'm glad I'm rid of it. And you will laugh at this, but I miss the fine things I had in Orlais.
I mean, sure, what sort of things?
Dresses, fine dresses and furs, and shoes, of course. One can't mingle with nobility with bad shoes, you see. Orlais is very fashionable, almost ridiculously so. But the shoes, living with those ridiculous trends was worth it for the shoes.
I mean, what's so special about the shoes?
Well, they're shoes. They're pretty. Some of them anyway. When I left Orlais, the fashion was shoes with delicate tapered heels and embellishments in the front. A ribbon, perhaps, or embroidery. In soft colors, of course. It was spring.
I mean, wouldn't that be hard to... No, let me just compliment it. Sure, if you like shoes, you can like shoes. I mean, oh, that sounds so lovely.
I had my eye on a pair my shoemaker was working on. It was covered in pale blue silk with amber beads on the toe. The shoes made in
Just
Orlais
look and
were
nod.
exquisite. Not at all like these clunky fur-lined leather boots you have in Ferelden. Ugh, just look at them.
Okay. Now we're going... Okay. Fine, you don't need fancy shoes to make it beautiful. That is directly for me, okay? I'm not complimenting her, I'm complimenting me right now. Alright? I don't need fancy shoes, okay? To make me beautiful. That's what I mean by you, and by everyone. But I hope my character means that too, because I don't really plan on hitting on her right now.
Thank you.
Oh, god damn it.
It's kind of you to say so, even wearing these mud-covered horrors. They're sturdy shoes, but sometimes a girl just wants to have pretty feet. Oh, I could talk about shoes all day, but we have things to do, don't we?
I mean, I wouldn't mind having pretty feet either. But that doesn't mean... No, why would I... I can just wear socks. Never mind, it's good. Anything else you want to talk about before we go anywhere, Elena?
Something you
I'm
need?
just gonna call you Elena. I hope you don't mind that.
Yes?
You
What's
don't-
on your
why am I
mind?
talking to you? Of course you don't mind that since you're a, you know... Or nothing. Done with you. Alright, Alistair, now it's your turn.
What do you need?
Ask you something.
Ask away.
What can a Templar do exactly?
Essentially, they're trained to fight. The Chantry would tell you that the Templars exist simply to defend. But don't let them fool you. They're an army. The other main purpose for a Templar is, of course, to hunt mages. To that end, we train in talents that drain mana and disrupt spells.
Right, so couldn't others learn these talents?
Perhaps, but there usually isn't much of an opportunity. The Chantry keeps a close rein on its Templars. We are given lyrium to help develop our magical talents, you see. Which means we become addicted. And since the Chantry controls the lyrium trade with the dwarves, well, I'm sure you can put two and two together.
I mean, that's horrible. I can't believe they would do that.
Well, they do it, and they feel perfectly justified. You don't need lyrium in order to learn the Templar talents. Lyrium just makes Templars' talents more effective. Or so I was told. Maybe it doesn't even do that. The Chantry usually doesn't let their Templars get away either, so they can spread their secrets. I'm a bit of an exception. Lucky me.
So they're manipulating people to... Okay, that's interesting.
What do you need?
I'd like to ask you something more.
Ask away.
Tell me more about the Grey Wardens.
Such as they are.
Where are the nearest Grey Wardens from here?
That's a good question. There's plenty in Orlais, but who knows where they might be found. And the nearest Orlesian city is weeks away. If we go north and cross the sea, there's bound to be some in the Free Marches. Again, however, I just don't know where. I don't know anything about Grey Wardens in other lands.
Ah, and is there headquarters? Like, is there a headquarters somewhere?
Here in Ferelden, there's our compound in Denerim at the palace, but that's it. Loghain will have control over that and be watching it, no doubt. Beyond that, the only place I know of is Weishaupt Fortress. That's the headquarters of all Grey Wardens in the Anderfells, 1,000 miles from here. But I've no idea how to even contact them. So unless we try to get back to the compound in Denerim, I suppose the answer is no. There's nowhere for us to go.
So what happens now that there's just the two of us?
I imagine that eventually the Grey Wardens outside of Ferelden will wonder what's happened. Why there's no contact from Duncan or someone. They'll send someone eventually. Though who knows what Loghain's people in Denerim will tell them. Maybe they won't send anyone. We could try to contact them. But that would mean leaving Ferelden, and even if we did, they couldn't come back with us in time to stop the Blight. So that means whatever happens, it's up to us.
Just us, huh? Alright. Will we need to start rebuilding the order?
I mean, eventually we would have to use the joining to make more Grey Wardens, right? But I don't know how to do the joining, or what's involved. I know it involves Illyrium and some other magic, and that it's really difficult to prepare, but that's it. Unless we can find out more about the joining, I guess we better get used to the idea that there might only be 2 of us for now. Until more come from elsewhere.
And what would happen if we just left?
Just left? You mean just left Ferelden? I don't know. If there's an archdemon, however, we're supposed to be the only ones who can defeat it. And that means the Blight would grow unchecked. Eventually, other Grey Wardens in Orlais and other lands would hear about it, and they would come to fight it, but they wouldn't come in time to save Ferelden. There's no way. I'm not going anywhere.
It was just a question, man. No worries. No worries.
Grey Wardens, anyhow. Fair enough. What do you need?
Ask you something
Ask
again.
away.
So how did you become a Grey Warden?
Same way you did. You drink some blood, you choke on it, and pass out. You haven't forgotten already, have you?
I mean, haha, very, very funny.
I do my best. What can I say? Let's see, I was in the Chantry before. I trained for many years to become a Templar, in fact. That's where I learned most of my skills.
They don't seem like the religious sort, though.
You're telling me I was banished to the kitchens to scour the pots more times than I can count. And that's a lot. I can count pretty high. The
Like
Grand
10?
Cleric
Wow.
wouldn't let me go.
10 count.
Duncan was forced to conscript me, actually, and was she ever furious when he did? I thought she was going to have us both arrested. I was lucky.
And you think he took pity on you?
I don't know. Maybe. When he came looking for recruits, I just remember praying fervently to the Maker that he would pick me. I'll always be thankful to Duncan for recruiting me. If it hadn't been for him, you know, I wouldn't have.
I'm sorry.
No, it's... I'm sorry. I shouldn't be... It's fine. He died a hero. They all did. Come on, let's go. I think I'm done talking.
I'm gonna respect that, I guess. No more talking for you. What about you, Hugo?
Oh, why, you little...
Where did you come from? Did you just jump at the sight of your own shadow again?
Oh, you're so funny. Such rapier wit. Your furry friend here took offense at me getting near his food. He snapped at me. Look.
Good boy. Well, he is a war dog. I mean, it was just a warning. He could have taken a hand off.
Don't you think I don't know it? Sometimes I forget that he's a war dog. That'll teach me. I once heard a really old legend about how the Hound warriors in the days of the old tribes would feed their Mabari the flesh of the vanquished.
Poor dog.
Well, that's what I heard anyway. It would sometimes be human flesh.
Gagging noises.
Oh, like you can tell the difference. For all you know, maybe you've already been fed something. Someone.
Are you scaring the dog? If you've had it and didn't know, it was probably very most tasty. Well, I'd never feed you another human being.
It's not cannibalism if he's eating it, you know.
Poor dog.
Look at what your fool dog placed in my pack.
He wags his tail.
A putrid, half-eaten hare is not something a woman wants to find in her unmentionables.
It's the thought that counts. He means well.
The dirty mongrel can have this back. There. And tell him not to do it again.
Well, it was a gift. You can't just throw it away like that.
I just did. I don't want it, you worthless fur bag.
I think you hurt his feelings.
Oh, he's just trying to be manipulative, I can tell. I do it too.
What? What? Alright, Hugo. Menacing growl, huh? What are they doing? What is this all? What is all this racket?
I seek to understand the dog. We fight alongside each other, and I must discover the strength of his heart.
Do you know what he's talking about, Hugo?
The true warrior understands.
Okay. Good for you. See you again. Alright, trying to find a way through the earth, are we? Expect digging. It's going to take some time, you know. And he continues digging. Well, good luck with that then. Ignores you and keeps digging. Okay. Alright, cool. Now the hole suddenly disappeared. There's no hole anymore. I appreciate the thought at least. That's what counts, right?
Why are we stopping?
I think we should talk for a moment.
There are darkspawn to be fought. Is this delay needful?
I need to know if I can trust you at my back.
I am Qunari. I have given my word to aid you. We are not people of idle promises.
I never seen a Qunari before. Tell me about your people.
No.
Oh. Please?
People are not simple. They cannot be summarized for easy reference in the manner of the elves are a lithe, pointy-eared people who excel at poverty.
You said you were in the army.
I am.
Have you ever fought in a war?
I have always fought in war, elf.
What do you mean by that?
My people have been at war since the moment we set foot in the Northern Islands.
So the Qunari don't come from the islands?
We do now.
Where did you come from before?
Somewhere else.
Can you be more specific?
No. I was born in Seheron. Of the land we came from, I know nothing, not even its name. I do not see how this matters. Seheron and Parvolan are distant. Ferelden and the Darkspawn are immediate.
Now you are right, you were in that cage for weeks.
You are concerned. No need. I am fit enough to fight.
That's not what concerns me though. We should get going
As you
then.
wish.
Alright, well he does him. He does him. Wait, why are you all the way over here? What is the point of this? Why are you...
Yes? We're in camp, so 'tis as good a time as any.
Kiss her? I think that won't work.
Discuss away.
Nothing, forget about it up. Can I try to
Yes.
kiss her? Is that a possibility? To ask you
must.
something first. Never mind. Can I try to kiss? What happens if I try to
Yes.
kiss? I'm curious now. I kind of
We're in
want to
camp,
try,
So 'tis as good a time as any.
but I don't want to. I think it's gonna mess it up completely if I just try to kiss out of the blue. Okay, so we got the dog, we got them. That should be all of us, right? Can I also kiss
Yes.
her? Is that another
Something you need?
possibility? Because I'm a little bit confused
Yes.
about that.
What's on your mind?
You have
Of
other
course
tales
I
to
do.
share?
I love stories far too much to keep them to myself. Everyone should be able to benefit from them, I think.
Alright, never mind then. That's interesting. You know what? I know it's gonna fail, and I know something weird will happen from it, but I gotta try. So I'm just gonna do this. I have to see the reaction. I just gotta. My curiosity
We're
just
in camp,
doesn't work.
So 'tis as good a time as any.
Are you gonna kill me or something when I do this?
What's this? 'Tis a rather odd discussion you seem to desire, leaning in so closely.
That's funny. Do you object?
Not unless you stop.
Excuse me? Excuse me? I thought it would fail. It actually succeeded? What? How? How? I just don't know love. I just don't understand.
Yes,
Something personal.
we're in camp, so 'tis as good a time as any.
Can I just do it again? Is that possible? You discuss us.
Discuss away.
What do? Nothing. What? How does this? Can I just kiss her
Yes.
again? What's going on here?
We're in camp, so 'tis as good a time as any. Ah, such a romantic, I see.
What? Now it just works? I love how the music plays, even though it's not really that romantic, because I just did it twice. That's weird. That is so weird. Can I just kiss everyone? I think that's gonna be my goal. Just kiss everyone. All the dudes, all the women, the big guy here. Let's see if I can kiss every single one of them. That would be so awesome. That would be funny. What a goal to work towards. Well, I hope you enjoyed it nonetheless. If you did, click that like button. If you want to see more from me, search for 8000 with the subscribe button. And I hope to see you in the next one. And as always, stay awesome.